Hello, this is CurtisCroweThePhotoPro here, and we're going to cover another basic Lightroom tutorial. Now, have you ever taken a photo that at the time you weren't sure if it was crooked, or you just took it real quick and you just ran away and you didn't get a chance to check to see if it was leveled, and you want to make sure it is leveled? When you bring it into Lightroom and you start using the cropping feature to bend it this way and go, oh, okay, that looks a little bit better, but that's not quite it. Okay, trying to find a level spot can be frustrating. So what I'm going to show you is how to level your photos in Lightroom with only a few clicks. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, what we're going to use here is we're going to use lens correction right down here. This tab has it all. And what I'd like to show you is what you should always do when you go to level your images if you're going to have Adobe Lightroom do it, and that's enable profile corrections. Now, if you see the image, how it kind of becomes de-warped, that's because Adobe has an archive of all the different lenses that we shoot with, and they can adjust for the imperfections of those lenses in order to give you a more natural looking photo. So after you have hit the enable profile corrections, we're going to go right down here to the actual auto leveling features. Now you can use auto, but with some images like this one where there's a lot of geographical shape, there's things that are high up here, there's things that are low down here, it doesn't always work. Now my personal favorite is level. This will work 95% of the time. Now you should always still play with the other ones unless you're in a hurry, but you should always play with the other ones in order to see how they look. Now obviously this one doesn't look all that great. That's not the way I want it to look. It makes the castle look like it's sinking down, and to me this doesn't look right either. So I like this one. I like a level. Now you can, if you do prefer the way vertical looks, because it's leveling off of your vertical lines, make sure those are straight, and then full will actually warp the perspective a little in order to make sure your straights and horizontals, your verticals and horizontals are level. So that is a very quick way to just go ahead, level your images. You can even do it to multiple images if you want, but I don't recommend that. I recommend that you do tailor this for every individual photo that you feel is not level and you're having a little trouble with your cropping, or even if you did crop and you go, okay, that's the way it looks, but I want to see how it looks like if Adobe does it. Go ahead and go down to that feature. It's only a couple clicks. You can always undo it as well, and you can get a much more straight looking image if you do that. Alright, well that's about all the time I have for today. This has been Curtis Crowe, the Photo Pro. If you'd like to go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and even comment down below. I always answer any of the comments I do get. And if you'd like to see any of these images as uncompressed and or high res, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'm more than happy to oblige and send you a Dropbox link. This has been Curtis Crowe, the Photo Pro again, and as I always do, toodles.